Okay.
Okay,
Morris Stevens Road.
okay, we're live.
So, ladies and gentlemen, can everybody hear me? I'll call to order our September Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. First item of business tonight is approval of our August minutes. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
Do I have a second?
Second.
2 seconds. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody have any old business? All right, if not, we'll move to new business. And for the audience, the Planning and Zoning Commission is a recommending board, so the decision that we make tonight will be approved, fully approved by the commissioners. And that meeting takes place on Tuesday, October the 7th. So we will recommend for or against, and then the commissioners make that final decision. Item 1 tonight is Mr. Derek Davis, who is requesting to rezone from single-family residential to general commercial to allow a full-service automotive repair and maintenance facility. The property is located at the corner of Shady Road Plaza and Joycliff Road, and it consists of 1.34 acres. Mr. Davis, are you here? Somebody here to speak for Mr. Davis? Is there anybody in support of Mr. Davis's request who's here? Is there somebody here in opposition to Mr. Davis's request? Would you come up, ma'am, and give us your name and where you live, please?
Good evening.
Hi.
My name is Tammy Ross, and I live at 3107 Joycliff Road, which is right across the street.
Okay.
And I don't know that I'm necessarily in opposition, but I wanted to hear more about what it was going to entail. Simply because that area is, it's residential. So I really wanted to kind of hear more what that business was gonna entail, how big it was gonna be, what the plans were, and if I didn't do my homework prior to this meeting, I apologize.
Well, with Mr. Davis not in evidence, we have a little bit of a dilemma answering your questions, too. Is anyone else here who would want to speak in opposition to this? Okay, does the board have comments or questions of our,
This is your, right?
You got questions, go ahead, I'm fine with it.
No, I was just gonna say, in light of the applicant not being here, I would make a motion that we postpone this action since something may have come up preventing him from being here.
okay, so that's a motion to postpone?
That's a motion to
table?
postpone. And ma'am, to address your issue, you can call during business hours to the planning and zoning or visit, and they would be happy to provide you with these staff packages that we have or the
Okay.
maps and drawings. It's
Very good. Thank you
Ladies
very
and
much. I
gentlemen.
appreciate your time.
Thank you for coming. Do I have a second to that motion?
Second.
Do you have any other discussion? All in favor?
uh,
All right, so item 2 tonight is Mr. Clyde Green, who is requesting to rezone from C2, which is general commercial, to rural, I have trouble with that, rural residential, in order to allow an additional dwelling. This property is located at 3562 Gray Highway, and it consists of 3.77 acres, plus or minus. Is Mr. Green here tonight? Yes, sir. Would you come up, please?
Arlene, who seconded that last one?
I did.
Yes, sir. Tell us about your plans, please.
Okay, I've owned that property at 3562 Gray Highway since 1992, and has always been a residential property. One of my colleagues rented it for, when he was in transition for building his home, and he rented that for about 2 years, and after he left, my sister and her husband moved into that facility, into the house that is there. And now she's moving out. My son is moving into, two of my sons is moving to the house that's there. My other son wants to add a second dwelling unit there, to be able to have he and his wife live in that, on that property. So it's 3.77 acres on Gray Highway, right off Gray Highway. The house has been there since 1987. I might even be longer than that if record collect, I'm sorry. 1977, the house has been there. So it was zoned commercial, and the house was grandfathered into a residential in that C, whatever that is,
C2.
C2 dwelling. So like I said, the boys want to make it a brother's compound, and wanted to cut it up into three. One for the two sons that are living there, going to be living in the unit. They'll have 1.77 acres, and I'm going to cut 1 acre off for Tevin and his wife and his 2 children. And then my other son will then build on the other 1 acre later on if he desires to do so. So that's my desire, is to cut that into 3 pieces with the 3 boys, well, for 4 boys, and hopefully they can work on living there together.
But right now, your request is to add a second,
Just add a second, correct.
property.
Mhm.
I mean, a second
Second
residential
dwelling.
unit.
And the dwelling is gonna be a modular home with brick around and, but Tevin, you can give me the detail. That's my son who's trying to move to that property. He can give you the detail.
Would you give us your name and address
Yes,
too,
ma'am.
please, sir?
Tevin Green, yes,
Tevin.
ma'am.
Tevin, T-E-V-I-N.
T-E-V-I-N, and green like the color. Yes, ma'am. That square footage is 2280. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's going to be on that 1 acre.
Okay, so the existing brick home we have there now, and then this is the modular home that you're requesting to add.
Correct.
Correct, yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anybody else here in support of this request? Is there someone here in opposition? All right, so sir, the way we do this is we let y'all talk, and then we let anybody in opposition talk, and then the board will ask questions. All right, so would you come up and tell us your name and your address, please, sir?
My name is Kurt Green, and I'm the owner of the house next door, which is 3574 Gray Highway. The Green family's been owning this, land for years. I built a house, moved in it in 2000. In 2004, it burned down. In 2006, I moved back. I had it rebuilt, and it's been there ever since. I tried to do some homework because I've never been to one of these things before, and I didn't have a clue what to do. I called the health department today, and I was informed through the health department that it takes 1.1 acre of land per house for well septic tank. Now, the well has to be 100 feet from any septic tank lines. 10 feet from any property lines, and and there's no record of the septic tank as far as where it's located, of any that I found from the health department anyway, in doing my research. So that being said, that's my biggest concern, because we're just kind of at limbo there. My next concern is that in looking at the drawings, it's just hard to see how an additional dwelling would fit in this small area. If it takes 1 point, and he's talking about putting maybe one modular home, and then later on coming back and putting another modular home according to planning and zoning records that I got. And that would make it very tight. It's got a driveway right in the middle of it. I'm just not sure exactly where all of this would fit in. And let's see. My concern there is that, my uncle built that house. So I talked to his children to find out, number one, the well. The well is a 4-gallon-a-minute well. And I don't know if he's planning on digging more additional wells. I don't know. But if you add more additional wells, then, there's got to be further away. So I have lots of concerns there as far as, additional wells. I know, or at least I don't think 4 gallons a minute would supply 3 houses. So I don't know what his plans are in that area. You know, the septic tank is probably the biggest problem. I've been told by 2 of my brothers that they have witnessed septic water from the top of the ground running down the hill toward one of my brother's driveways. Now, I have not personally seen that, but 2 of my brothers said they have seen that. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. You know, another concern that I have is that modular home or prefab homes moved in, what it's gonna do to the value of my place. You know, if I ever decide to sell it one day. I'm 70 years old, so I may decide I wanna sell it and move in something smaller one day. I have 14 acres of land there, so it's a little bit tough to keep up. So, and I didn't know whether or not, the value. And I tried to do some homework on that, and there's no one could give me an answer on whether or not, putting 2 double wides there would affect the value of my land. What I was told by a friend of mine who sells real estate is that what it would do would reduce the number of people that might be interested in buying my property because of surroundings. So, that's pretty much all I got, I think that's all I have anyway.
Well, just for clarification,
Yes, ma'am.
the health department issues are not dealt with by us. Those would be dealt with literally by the health department.
Right.
And before they could get a permit to do what they want to do, the health department would have to agree to those well and septic situations.
Okay.
So that's not something.
I didn't know how that worked,
Yeah,
and I
that's not
just,
something we would address.
the
We're
septic
looking at
tank
the
was,
zoning.
was an issue, and, and you start putting, I was told that 1.1 acres per house.
But the health department will have to address
Right,
that before
right.
a permit could be
Yeah.
issued.
So, and that's basically all I have.
All right, thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Thank y'all.
Is there anyone else here who wants to express concerns or speak in opposition? Your name and address, please, ma'am.
I'm Lotta Green, I'm his wife, so I live at 3574. So just, will voice my same concerns.
All right, does the board have questions at this point?
How many houses are you wanting to put on that total on your piece of property, Mr. Green?
Currently, it's just one right now. I just wanted to give the board a true plan of what we're doing. I have 3 sons. 2 of them are going to live in the house, but one already had a set of twins, so I know that house eventually will get, when his fiancee were to move in, but he would have another acre of land right next door, so if he wants to build, he probably have to come back to this body and get that permit then. But for right now, I'm trying to get one house put on that property next to, and I'm not sure if this was submitted, did y'all have the drawing? I'm not sure if,
Yes, we do.
okay. It's 1.7 acres, and I'm not sure where the health department get that, or where he got that statistic from the health department, because my house, which is 5,000 square foot down the street, is 3/4 of an acre. And I have a septic tank to support that house, got the perk test done through the health department, everything was done appropriately and got approved, so I'm not sure where they got the 1.1 acre per house.
I don't
Never
know
heard of
that.
such things,
We
ever.
don't make those decisions.
I'm just saying, I'm
so-
not sure, I'm just trying to let the board know that I don't think that statistic is correct, because my house, that's down the street, is,
Public water makes a difference.
Are you on public water or well?
I'm on well,
Oh,
well and septic
your
tank.
father, yeah.
So, all right, thank you, sir.
Okay.
Other questions?
Mr. Green,
Yes.
is county water going up and down Gray Highway now?
It does, but there's some kind of restrictions, because that's one of the things that the homeowner, the home people who are doing that has found out, that it comes down there, but it's the way it's located. So they were saying that it's probably best for us to do. So they've come out and talked with the health department and look at the situation.
I don't know if you could tap into the county water at some point.
Probably
down-
can sometime down the road, definitely can.
Is that
but
true,
currently
the
not
water
now.
line,
County water's not run by our house.
not on Breakout Way?
No, it goes down right there by,
Sir, talk to us, please.
I'm sorry. It
That's
goes-
all right.
I was trying to
should've
answer.
said- I know.
So it stops right at Creekside, up to that gas station, and then it cuts through where the new General Dollar is, and it goes down, what's that, Homer Roberts Road.
Yeah.
So from there, that little spot, right where we're talking about, doesn't have county water across the highway. But there are plans for that on the
Okay.
books, you know, to connect all of Gray Highway. But that's something that can be done later on. Correct.
But for right now, we need to address the zoning concern and let the water and the septic be dealt with by the health department. So do we have other questions about the zoning change request? Sir, just as clarification, with the C2 zoning that is sitting there now on that property, you could have a gas station put there, you could have a mechanics repair shop put there, you could have 2 pages worth of things put there that are currently approved to be put in C2 with just a permit. So they could have some significant effect on your residential area without your having a say about it at all. So going back to residential reduces that footprint of impact, the potential footprint of impact that sits there now with the C2 zoning, just so that you know that, since you said you had never done this before. There's a whole list of things that are already approved that can be placed there with just a permit request through the zoning office. It doesn't come before a board for discussion. Yes, sir.
Can I come up?
Yes, sir.
I understand that, and I don't know if I'm against rezoning. I think as much as I am putting 2 additional homes right there in that one little spot. I don't know if y'all know where the property's located, but it's not, it's kind of going downhill for the most part. And I think for a business to come in there, number one, it's too small, you know, for a business to move into there, and it's kind of sloped pretty good, but now business, if it's big enough, they can do whatever they want to.
Drive-in
They can,
restaurant.
that's right, they can move dirt anytime they want to, so, you know, I understand that, and I guess my opposition is more of putting 2 other dwellings for the future. You know, you make it residential now, and then in the future, it might be 3 houses there instead of 1 house there, and that's my concern.
Yes, sir. Thank
Okay.
you.
Can I ask a question then?
One more, we don't usually do this. Okay?
I'm just trying to figure out, when is 3.77 acres too small to put 3 houses on? Because the housing lots are,
Sir, we're dealing with one request
okay,
right now
I'm
for
sorry.
your house.
For one house?
For one house. That's
Correct.
all
All
we're
right.
dealing with, and we're dealing with whether or not it's gonna be left as commercial, or it can be changed to residential for that one house. Okay, that's our focus for right this minute. So, any other questions from the board? To have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Do I have any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
So right now, the recommendation going to the commissioners is to approve the rezoning from C2 to the residential zoning that Mr. Green is asking for. That again is a recommendation. It will go to the commissioners on October the, whatever it is, that I can't remember. 7th, thank you. And if y'all want to discuss that further, they are open to that. You're certainly welcome to come to the commissioners' meeting and listen to their discussion, because it's presented to them as well. And ma'am, I guess we'll wait to see what happens with the request that you were concerned about.
Thank you.
Any other items, comments from the audience? Any comments from the board members? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Do we need to discuss that? All in favor?
Ah.
Thank y'all. And thank y'all.
You see that? Come on.
You've been over there, your house has been there for a long time. You never met you, but